Rise with India podcast on ET Now.
Good morning, you're with the ET Now Rise with India podcast. I'm your host Rohit. Suddenly, global factors are weighing heavy on investors back home. Here are the headlines we are tracking this morning. Threat of default by China's Evergrande, roils, Sensex and world markets. US to soon reopen for vaccinated travelers and export of surplus vaccines from next month under Vaccine Maitri. The top stories at this hour. The US will soon reopen its borders to most foreign travelers as long as they're fully vaccinated against COVID-19. A White House official said the new rules for global travel will take effect in early November. An 18-year-old law student wielding a shotgun has gone on a shooting spree on a Russian university campus. At least 6 people are dead and 19 wounded according to news reports. SEBI has said that junior staff of asset management companies will have to invest at least 20% of their gross salaries in mutual funds starting October 2023. The rule aims to align the interest of employees of AMC with the unit holder of the mutual fund schemes. Reliance, Tata Power, Adani Solar, Acme Solar and Vikram Solar are likely to bid for contracts under PLI scheme for solar PV module manufacturing. The government is expecting a grand response to this program with bids nearly 4 times the 10 gigawatt tender. On COVID Corner today, the centre has decided to resume its Vaccine Maitri from October, exactly 5 months after India stopped the export of COVID-19 vaccines. Health Minister clarified that India will be producing more than its requirement and will supply to other countries after fulfilling domestic needs. Congress has slammed as racism the travel restrictions imposed by the UK government on Indians. UK's regulations refuse to accept the vaccinations done in India. Britain said it was willing to engage with India to resolve the matter. AstraZeneca is making efforts to advance a COVID-neutralizing long-acting antibody combination for potential prevention and treatment of COVID-19. According to news reports, India could get its first Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine dose from next month, filled and finished in India. This is a single-shot vaccine. Pfizer has said that its COVID-19 vaccine works for children aged 5 to 11 and it will seek US authorization for this age group very soon. US markets snapped a steady run to send the S&P 500 to its worst day since May. Rising concerns over Chinese realtor Evergrande triggered a rush out of riskier assets such as stocks, oil and Bitcoin into safer ones. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq are on track for their worst months since September last year. Yields on 10-year Treasury notes slipped to 1.31% from 1.37%, the biggest decline since August 13th. Bitcoin fell sharply as the selling over China's property sector hit crypto markets too. The threat of a default by China's Evergrande roiled Indian markets too. Selling in metal, steel, iron ore and chemical stocks has intensified. BSE Metal Index declined nearly 7% on concerns over the impact of the crisis on commodity demand. This is the worst fall for the metal index since May last year. It may be prudent to avoid metal stocks till the concerns about Evergrande contagion ease. The metal index has gained about 150% in last 1 year, outperforming Sensex, which is up by only 56% in 1 year. DII's net sold shares worth about 1,600 crore rupees, while FIIs were marginal net buyers of less than 100 crore rupees. Let's tell you about the active stocks this morning. US private equity fund Riskier Rover, an affiliate of Carlyle Asia, is looking to sell 3.4% stake in SBI Card worth 3,300 crore rupees on the stock exchanges today. Close to the heels of Vinod Dasari's resignation as CEO of Royal Enfield, the maker of the Bullet motorcycle may potentially see fresh round of exits at the top. Lalit Malik, the chief commercial officer at Royal Enfield, a long-standing confidant of Siddharth Lal, has put in his papers. So Branshu Singh, the global head of marketing, is also serving notice to take up a bigger role outside. Vedanta's winning bid to acquire Videocon's asset through Twin Star Tech is likely to fall through. Lenders are approaching the NCLAT seeking fresh bid for the firm. Creditors of DHFL could receive funds from Piramal Capital within 3 working days. Piramal has won the bid for the troubled housing financier. And that's all we have time for today. I'm your host Rohit signing off. Wish you all a great day ahead.
The Rise with India podcast on ET Now.